ABC station for the Treasure Coast and the Palm Beaches. This is WPBF News 25, where you always get your weather first.
Half hour.
Well, every guy knows that hair loss can be a difficult reality to face, but now there is a new surgical machine making it easier and cheaper for men to undergo a hair transplant. This morning, Dr. Alan Bauman is in to tell us about this new device. Welcome.
Thanks, Rob.
All right, so let's hear about it. Let's hear about this new device that is changing hair transplants.
The Neograft is an exciting device because it makes the extraction process a lot easier and a lot less invasive than the traditional types of harvesting that we do.
Explain how a normal hair transplant would work.
Traditional hair transplants are done harvesting a long strip of scalp that contains the follicles. And so you end up with a scar that has, some stitches, and you end up with a scar after it's all healed. This process allows us to take individual follicles from the back of the scalp. So there's no linear scar.
Now, exactly how is this able to happen? I mean, it seems like for years they've been doing hair transplants, but this is obviously a new technology. The recovery time, I understand, is a lot less as well?
Correct. With the follicular unit extraction process, which is the type of transplant that we're talking about, the recovery time is going to be less. There's going to be a lot less discomfort after the surgery, more rapid healing, and the ability to cut your hair very, very short and not have that telltale scar.
Who is a good candidate for one of these new surgeries?
Well, follicular unit extraction has been available for a number of years, but it was mainly for people who needed just small areas of transplantation. So now with the Neograft, we can actually move a lot more hair in a single session. So this is expanding the patient base. So for example, like the patients that we've shown you, patients who have had receding hairline, recession in the temples, maybe small areas of thinning in the crown, those are going to be guys who are going to be good for the Neograft process.
How much does one of those procedures cost?
Well, hair transplantation in general is probably, each procedure is around $10,000 to $20,000 per session, depending on what we're doing and how extensive the work's going to be.
And this runs in that same ballpark?
Correct.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us here this morning. Dr. Bauman will be back in our 8 o'clock hour with more. Until then, you can find out information about that Neograft hair transplant technology he was talking about by going to our website, WPBF.com, looking under the scene on 25.